Long ago in the city of Athens there were two lovers named Hermia and Lysander. Hermia and Lysander had a deep affection for one another, but Hermia's father, Aegeus, did not support their relationship and instead wanted her to marry a noble lord named Demetrius. He forced her to marry Demetrius or she would face the consequences of her death. Hermia's best friend Helena loved Demetrius so much, but did not receive his affection, even though he had loved her previously. "Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her," said Aegeus.
Hermia and Lysander want to be together, so they conduct a plan to escape the Athenian law and get married at Lysander's aunt's house. Hermia agrees and promises to meet Lysander at the border of Athens to start their journey into the forest. Hermia can't wait to see him, and Lysander can't wait to see her. "There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to the place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us," said Lysander.
Before they leave Athens, Hermia and Lysander come across Helena and decide to tell her about their plan to escape Athens and get married. They explain to her that they are escaping to get married because of Hermia's non-supportive father that doesn't allow Hermia to marry Lysander, and they wish Helena good luck with Demetrius. "Through Athens' gates have we devised steel," explained Lysander.
Demetrius had loved Helena a lot, but does not love her anymore. She thinks that if she tells Demetrius about Hermia and Lysander's plan, he'd be very grateful and love her. "I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight," said Helena. However, when she tells him this information about the whereabouts of Hermia, all he wants to do is find Hermia and isn't grateful for Helena. In fact, he even tries to make her go away, but she refuses to leave the man she loves. "I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well," exclaimed Helena. Meanwhile, in the fairy's magical woods, the fairy king Oberon was talking to himself, and Robin, his servant, appeared, and Oberon asks him if he has the flower which he will plan to use on his wife Titania. Having listened to Demetrius and Helena's conversation, he also decides to give Robin part of the flower. That's juice has the power to make you deeply in love with the first person you see. He plans for Robin to use this on Demetrius so that he will love Helena. He plans to use this magical flower juice on Titania. "I do but beg, little changeling boy, to be my henchman," said Oberon.
Robin got tired searching the whole woods for Demetrius and Helena, and instead found Lysander and Hermia. Thinking Lysander was Demetrius, he squeezed the flower juice in Lysander's eyes. "Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none." But then Robin squeezes the flower juice on Lysander's eyelids. Demetrius leaves Helena alone, so she walks into the forest a little bit until she accidentally stumbles upon Lysander, who she decides to wake up. He instantly falls in love with her and even denies his love for Hermia. Helena, however, thinks that he is making fun of her and trying to treat her horribly, so she gets very mad. And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that file named to perish on my sword, said Lysander. Helena in fury asks, wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? Lysander, under the spell of love, is still in love with Helena. Helena thinks he is mocking her because he loves Hermia and feels like he is making fun of her because Demetrius, who she loves, does not like her. Demetrius then wakes up under the love juice spell and sees Helena first. So now both Lysander and Demetrius love her. Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ere I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest do I sojourn, and now to Helen is it home returned, there to remain, said Demetrius.
After Lysander and Demetrius both say they loved Helena, Hermia and Helena start to argue even more. Hermia believes that Helena stole Lysander's love from her during the night, while Helena believes that Hermia is making fun of her along with Lysander and Demetrius. Helena tells the two men, even though Hermia is small, she could fight really well. Hermia is really mad at this point and wants to take action. Little, again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her, said Hermia.
Lysander and Demetrius both want to fight to show Helena their love. Robin and Oberon hear this, and they decide to get all four lovers to fall asleep in order to fix all the trouble. Robin has cause. To do this, Robin mimicked Lysander and Demetrius' voices so they would walk in opposite directions of each other and eventually get tired and fall asleep. Robin said in Demetrius' voice, "Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?"
After all four lovers are drawn to the forest clearing and asleep, Robin puts the flower juice remedy in Lysander's eyes, so he will be in love with Hermia and no longer be under the spell that made him in love with Helena. Demetrius, however, still loves Helena, but after this, none of them will remember anything that happened when they wake up. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known, that every man should take his own, and your walking shall be shown, murmurs Robin.
When Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia all wake up, Aegeus and Theseus are there and ask what they are doing in the forest. They all don't know and think what just happened was a dream. Aegeus is now ready to hear Hermia's decision about whether or not she is going to marry Demetrius, but Demetrius steps in and says that he now loves Helena with all his heart. Now Lysander loves Hermia, and Demetrius now loves Helena with the flower juice, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object, and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, said Demetrius. It is decided by Theseus that all four lovers are to be married in the temple along with himself and Hippolyta.
So, to bless their marriage and make sure they live happily ever after for the rest of their lives, Oberon and Titania decide to sing and dance with the fairies for the couples. Oberon sings, "Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the breast bed will be, which by us shall blessed be. Then they all live happily ever after."